guys, this is Dee, and this video is about all of the many fashion tragedies and mistakes that I have made over the years. So these are mostly from my 20s and most of my 30s and some of my 40s, but you know, you live and you learn. So I'm going to start with the most predominant ones, and these are mostly from my 20s and early 30s, but keep these in mind because anybody can fall victim. So the very first one was, this was when this is basically my 20s and some of my early 30s, I suppose, but mostly 20s, was when I shopped for clothes for events, for nighttime events only. I would shop for clothes for weddings. I would shop for clothes for going to bars and clubs. Not like I went to bars and clubs all the time. Gosh knows I didn't do that. But this is what I shop for. So I was always looking for little dresses and like 4-inch heels and something really cute to wear and that sort of thing. I wasn't spending any time looking for clothes for day-to-day wear. So I really lived like a slob during daytime hours. If the sun was shining, I looked like hell. And if it was dark out, I wasn't home. And I looked fantastic, but I didn't actually look fantastic. I thought I did because I made mistakes with that too. So I always shopped. When I shopped, I spent all my money on stuff to wear out at night. I spent zero time considering what I would want to wear in the day and how I wanted to present myself and how I wanted to come across during the day. And that was it. I have some notes here because I want to word these strategically as to not offend anybody. And then, yeah, for the day, I would buy the cheapest stuff I could find, like tracksuits, t-shirts, tank tops, whatever I could find. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Unless I was going out in the daytime, in the afternoon, like to the Docks nightclub in the afternoon. And when I was in my 20s, the Docks nightclub in the afternoon was booming. It was like a beach party 24 hours a day. So, like, if I was going there, then of course I was wearing something cute. And I had something cute to wear that I had recently bought. So, and I always had to buy something to wear out. Once you wore it once, it didn't feel fresh anymore. So you'd have to buy like another cute dress and another cute dress. And when you're tiny, like I was back then, I mean, I was always taller, but when you're tiny, dresses are cheap. So I would just go out and I'd buy like just garbage and just wear it out. And it didn't fit me right. And it wasn't necessarily made for my body type, but I'll get into that. The point of this one is I just shopped for nighttime clothes. I didn't spend any money on my daytime clothes, and you spend most of your life in the day, not at night. So it was pretty unfortunate, pretty sad. The second one was, mistake that I made was I washed everything after every single time I wore it. Every single time. I didn't take into consideration that the colors would fade, that the texture would fade, that I could do damage to it. I didn't separate colors. I didn't look at washing labels. Everything went in the washer all together. Whites, colors, darks, sheets, laundry, everything went in together. And I mean, now obviously I consider that. I spot wash things as much as I can. I'll wash things every couple of wears if it needs to be done, and I will spot wash though as much as possible. And then, because I do buy fabrics that are higher quality now, and I spend the time looking for those things and I buy them and I want to preserve them as much as possible. The other thing I do is I read washing instructions meticulously and I follow them to like the letter, and that has helped to keep my clothes clean. The other thing I've done is I've learned to turn clothes inside out, things that I don't want to have any damage to the texture of them. I'll flip them inside out before I wash them, or I'll throw them in a pillowcase. Wash them in a pillowcase, and that seems to help. Throw just a rubber band over the top of the pillowcase, close it up, wash the clothes in there, and it preserves the texture. So that's another thing I've learned at my old age. The other thing was not considering my outside layer as part of my outfit. So I wouldn't consider at all that the coat I threw on would add to my outfit or take away from it. So if I had a great short cropped jacket, then that jacket I wore with my tracksuits, which would have been fine. But I also wore it to the club, and I figured, hey, I'm just going to check it, so who cares? I wore it to church on Sunday. I would wear it to a wedding and think, hey, I can just check it at the door. I really didn't care about my outside attire, and now I realize that it's half of my outfit if I'm going out. Like, that's all people are going to see, because when you're going out, most of the time you're not taking your coat off. And if I am, I still want to look decent when I'm taking it off, and when I'm going places, and when I'm getting there, and when I'm leaving, right? Like our outside attire is totally part of our outfit, as much as our undergarments are part of our outfit, which I used to completely disregard as well. I would wear the completely wrong type of panties with whatever I was wearing. So there'd be underwear lines all over the place. Bra straps would be everywhere. I really had no consideration for these finer details that can make or break your outfit and make you either look elevated or make you look like something special. So that's the point there. But yeah, I had no consideration for my outer attire and what I wore, and making sure it matched and making sure it was appropriate for what I was wearing. If I was wearing a dress, like I wouldn't wear a long coat with it. Like I can't fathom what I was thinking at the time. It just blows my mind. The other thing I did was, this is a good one that I've learned, and it's taken me time to learn this, to try on clothes and just play with my closet. And I never did that when I was young, and I've learned to do this because I've taken the time to try on clothes, so I know what things look like on me as opposed to how they look on my hanger. I know how they feel, I know how they look. The other thing I've done is tried on clothes that I wouldn't naturally pair together, and I would think that they wouldn't look good together, and I try them on, and voila, like they look fabulous together. And now I have a fresh outfit that I didn't think I had. But what it's allowed me to do, since I've spent some time doing this, and I don't do it often, I do it maybe once a month, to check in and just try stuff on together, it's allowed me to find myself some more go-to outfits, so that if I have somewhere that I need to run out to quick, I know I've got something I can count on. I know how it looks on my body, I know how it feels on my body. I know what clothes I have for if I'm a little bit bloated, if I'm not bloated. Like I know how things are going to feel and how they're going to work and what works for what occasions. Whereas before it would be like like finding an outfit was a whole venture of its own. Now it's taken that right out of the equation. I know the night before what I can wear. I can wear like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 outfits if I want in the morning. We'll see how I feel, because all of them are fine and they're all going to look great. And I can just worry about everything else and getting everybody else ready to head out the door to wherever I happen to be going. So that's been a big one. Planning outfits, that's the same thing. I'm able to plan that's part of the same deal. I'm able to plan now. I know what I've got. I know how things are going to appear. I know what's going to look elevated and what's going to look classy on me, and I know what's going to make me look not so good and not flatter my proportions and not flatter my body type. So I'm able to avoid those things and just pick outfits that I feel my best in. And when I feel my best, then I'm confident. And confidence, as we've talked about before, is the most attractive quality I can have. So that's the goal, to have clothes that we feel confident in and that we feel pretty in, and that feel like us, they feel like comfortable in our own skin in, and we're not constantly worrying about our clothes and what we're wearing, right? So the other one here was, this is the bad one. This is the bad one. I would find clothes to go out in at night that were the tightest, the shortest, the most plunging neckline I could find. They didn't fit me. I wore 4-inch heels, and I never took account for dressing for my body type. So I would buy like an extra small in something. I'd buy an extra small dress because it would fit me here, okay? But then it would be, because I'm tall, it's short. So it would be climbing, my butt would be hanging out, either that or my cleavage was, my breasts were hanging out the top of the dress. So I would spend my night hobbling around on like 4-inch heels and either pulling down my dress or pulling up my shirt, or pulling down my dress or pulling up my shirt, one or the other, because one of them was in the wrong spot always, because I would buy extra small stuff because that's what fit my body. Instead, I've learned over time that it's best to buy clothes that are bigger. So instead of buying extra small, now I buy medium stuff because I'm taller, and I just get it tailored. I get it taken in where I need to, and it costs me 20 bucks. Like, and it makes the clothes comfortable. I don't have to be tugging and pulling them. I don't have to be worried that my bottom is hanging out of my dress, or if I decide to wear a shorter dress, which doesn't happen often, but if I did, I know that I'm going to wear a dress that fits me. I don't have to worry about my neckline being too low where I'm uncomfortable and where I'm showing things that I'd prefer not to be showing. It's so much better to buy the clothes that fit your body. And if you need to spend a little bit of extra money on tailoring, I swear to you, it's so worth it. It takes so much stress out of the event, and it makes it so you can have fun and enjoy yourself, and you're not constantly worrying about what's on your body and what you're wearing. When all you're worrying about is yourself, you're missing everybody else in the room, and everybody else is what makes going out fun. You get to meet people, you get to interact, you get to exchange with people and learn about people, and like just mingle and have a good time and enjoy yourself and laugh and have like just engage with the people you're with, right? And the people you're not with, like that's the fun about going out, and enjoy the music and everything else. And I never could do that because I was constantly worrying about if my shirt was falling down or if my dress was riding up. Like, it was just ridiculous. And then on top of that, I would buy the wrong shoes. I would buy shoes that were like 4 inches tall. So I just looked like Gigantor. So I'd be wearing like this dress that's climbing up my butt, and I had these gigantic long legs, and then these shoes that made me look like a mammoth. Like, it was ridiculous. So I've learned since to find footwear that have like appropriate size heels that I can walk in, I can do whatever I want in, I'm totally comfortable in, I have no problems, and I can feel comfortable, and I don't have to worry about hobbling around a room, and I don't have to worry about my dress climbing. Like, what I buy now is totally appropriate for my body and for my lifestyle and what I want to be doing, and playing with my clothes all night or all day is not what I want to be doing. So these are things I've learned over the years, but those were mistakes I made in my 20s and 30s. This is the other one, wearing the belt that comes with the dress. So these dresses that we buy in stores come with these flimsy little string belts. I think the belts are just there as a suggestion to show you that the dress comes with the belt, that you should wear it with the belt. So get rid of that belt, throw it out. Cut those strings off, because I don't know what those strings are. And for me, they're never in the right place. They're never on my waist. The strings are always way too low. So they're not on my waist anyway. So I just cut them off. And then I get a belt that I actually like, that actually fits me, and I put it where my actual waist is. And then the dress is so much more flattering. It looks like it's meant to be made, meant to look. And it's something that, it makes it something that I love, and it makes it look classy. It makes it look elevated. It makes it look like a much more attractive look than I would have had if I'm wearing a belt around my hips, because that's where these belt loops seem to land. So that's my, like, if you take anything away from this, please take that away. Cut those strings off and throw that belt out. Make a hair tie out of it, or like tie it to your purse or something, because if it's not in the garbage, that's where it should be. Tie back your curtains with it, because it's useless. Get a nice belt that you love and put that belt on your dress before you go out, and put it on your actual waistline, and wait till you see the difference it makes in your dress or your outfit. You'll just feel, it'll feel so much more beautiful. Many pants come like that too. This one has a nice belt, so I like it. I keep it, and I like how it looks with it. But if I didn't, this belt would be gone too. This belt would be gone, and I would just pair it with another belt. But I actually like the monochromatic belt with the pants. But this one's a nice one, and it doesn't come with string belt loops. It actually comes with like belt loops, so I can wear the belt with the pants. A lot of these dresses and that, and some of the pants just come with those little strings. It's like those plastic things that come to hang your clothes on that always end up stuck to your chest, ruining your neckline. Just rip those suckers right off. We can buy felt hangers at Dollarama. We can do that, ladies. And then we can hang our dresses and our shirts up, and they don't have to fall off the hanger. We don't need those clear sticky bands that stick to our chest any longer. Just rip those suckers off and throw them in the garbage. That's where they belong. That's that. Next tip. Wearing, this is the last one. This is like my very last one for you guys. I think I've covered everything here. Some of them I've combined. So I had 10 points, but I have combined some of them. So it doesn't sound like 10. But this is number 10. I used to not wear my favorite things. I used to buy things that I loved so much. Even purses. Purses are a big one. Purses, jewelry, clothing. I would buy stuff I loved. Or shoes even. And I didn't ever wear them because I'm saving them for a really special day. I'm saving them for that special day. And I didn't get to enjoy them and love them. And now I wear stuff I love every day. And I don't care what day it is because every day to me is a celebration. Like, really, truly, I'm a nurse. I've seen what happens. And every day I'm lucky to be alive. And I'm grateful to be alive. And every day is a celebration as far as I'm concerned. And I will wear something that I love to wear every day. And I want to feel pretty every day. And we're all lucky to be here every day. And I think we should wear our favorite stuff and take advantage of it. Feel beautiful, feel confident, feel like we own it. Feel like everything we're wearing makes us feel like our true selves. And it's not like we're saving our very best and favorite things for some other special day. Because today's special enough. Like, every day is special enough to feel good and to be confident. And that's the most important thing. And all of this and all of these things, it's all about making us feel beautiful so that we can be confident and be our best self and be happy and concentrate on our lives instead of just our clothes. Because once we got the clothing thing down and we feel pretty and we feel comfortable and we feel like we're wearing what feels right to us, whatever that may be, whatever style is yours, whatever look you like, wear it. And you know what? The rest, everything else, we could just get to live and enjoy it and take it all in and experience life every day and not have to worry about clothes and all these other things. As much fun as it is to pick clothing and that, it's a great time, but it's also a great feeling to know that we have what we need. We have the basics. We've got the pieces we want. We know we're going to be able to dress in a way that we feel good, that looks elevated, that looks classy, that is projecting the image that we want to project and projecting the way we actually feel. And I feel fantastic every day and I want to look fantastic too. So those are my 10 tips. Those are my 10 mistakes that I made in my 20s and 30s. Like, I truly made all those mistakes. I mean, I did all those things and I've learned so much, and I wish I knew it then. I wish I knew then what I know now. But that's the beauty of YouTube, because now we get to share these things and hopefully younger gals will benefit from it and not make the same mistakes we did. So that's it today, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video and give me a subscription. I would be eternally grateful. And I thank all of you guys for watching my videos and for spending the time. You guys are great, and I love making these videos for you. It's a lot of fun. So you take care, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day. See you soon, guys.